Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu is a really great experience for casuals and fans alike, but it's not without its oddities that plague the game. But these problems do not prevent the game from being overall enjoyable. So if you're very curious about how Pokemon Go and a Pokemon Yellow fusion turned out, sit right down and get ready to tell me your Pokemon Let's Go experience as I tell you mine. This region is a revisit to the good old Kanto region, and if this doesn't sound too exciting to you, don't worry, this is only the 12th or 13th time you've been there. What's that? I'm exaggerating? No. Red, blue, yellow, green, gold, silver, crystal, fire red, leaf green, heart gold, soul silver, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee would be number 12 and 13. Hey boys, how many times you been to Sinnoh? 3? Woo! Gen 4 remakes confirmed though? Anyways, the remastering of Pokemon Yellow, or remaking, or literal fusing of Pokemon Go with Pokemon Yellow is great, and Game Freak did a good job. I'll be reviewing this game from the 5 pillars of gaming: story, graphics, gameplay, sound, and controls. Let's begin with story. You're a Pokemon trainer, and your goal is to be a Pokemon master. So yeah, along the way, you just happen to encounter an evil organization bent on world domination, and you being a 10-year-old Pokemon master, you're the only one that can help. Where's the police? Professor Oak, didn't you used to be a Pokemon champion? You want to help me out here? Nope, it's all you. Yeah, that's basically Pokemon Yellow all over again. And that isn't a bad thing, but again, 12th or 13th time you may have done this. Even if it's not the 12th or 13th time you've done this, it might be your 3rd or 4th revisiting Kanto, and after a while, things get stale. The story does check out though. However, gameplay is the most controversial change here. Capturing Pokemon is where the gameplay really changes. Bonuses are offered for unique and interesting capture styles. This is very similar to the Pokemon Go system that they have in place, where you have a better chance of capturing a certain Pokemon type if you caught a certain amount of them. But again, it's a little bit different here. It's just very similar. So if you played Pokemon Go and you're used to it, this won't be a change. Pokemon appear on the overworld, while still mostly constrained to spawning areas like caves, grass, water. You can see them. You can avoid them if you want, or force an encounter if you want, instead of the random encounters. This can be pretty frustrating too, because if you're looking for a specific Pokemon, they just might not be there, and you might have to return multiple times to try and find that specific Pokemon. Some people were worried about the wild Pokemon battles being gone, and the experience grind, but in this game, you gain experience from multiple sources, and it balances out pretty well with the lack of random wild battles. But I still feel like it's somewhat missed. Some people feel there are plenty of Pokemon trainers in place of wild battles, but I still think that it would be better to be able to test these new Pokemon captures out in a wild battle before a trainer battle. But, your mileage may vary. However you feel about this will probably determine how you feel overall about the game. Ride-a-pull Pokemon replaced the old bike, which is pretty cool because I always wanted to fly on a Charizard in Generation 1. Man, you could ride some really cool Pokemon in this game, so that's sweet. But this is the first main series Pokemon game that's really co-opable, and the thing about it is the second player is just more of a take-along helper than a primary player themselves. It's very great that you can play this game with your child, cousin, friend, or whomever really wants to play with you. They can just join in the fun without getting too deeply involved in the game. It's great if you invite someone over and they just don't know much about Pokemon and you say, here, grab the controller, just press a couple buttons, you'll be fine. And that's really good to get people involved in playing together. The starter Pokemon feel very focused on here. Pikachu and Eevee are the ones that are focused on most out of all of Pokemon. Of course they are, because they're the front runners for the games themselves. They have unique cutscenes, animations, and interactivity, so it really brings to life your partner Pokemon. It's really good. Pikachu has some special moves that compensate for it being an electric-type starter, but Eevee can learn a special move from its evolution forms. But don't judge whoever created these names, because they're really bad, like baddie bad. Like that's literally the name, baddie bad. Baddie bad. Surprisingly how silly the names sound, they are pretty OP, and many people who have played the game extensively have said that they're a little bit too strong. And to that, I simply say that you can get moves like Bubble Beam, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Ice Beam, Rock Slide, and Body Slam fairly early in the original Gen 1 games. So OP moves being allotted to Pokemon early on, not really uncommon in the series. These kind of games require the player to limit themselves if they want a challenge in the main game itself, because you are not required to keep Eevee or Pikachu in your team, so it's completely your choice if you want to use those OP moves or just keep those Pokemon with you anyways. The user interface is completely different. It's cleaned up, has nice menus, it looks very modern and nice, but some people have said that it feels clunky and very difficult to sort through. I disagree, but that's my own personal opinion. Pokemon Go Park is available. It's a transferable location where you can send Pokemon from your Pokemon Go to Let's Go via minigames. It's great, and if you play Pokemon Go a lot, it'll save you a lot of time, especially if you want to challenge every Master Trainer in the game, because the Master Trainers require each and every Pokemon. So yeah, if you've been playing Pokemon Go, you've probably been able to capture all of those Pokemon and just keep them so that you don't have to go through the game itself and just recapture all of those Pokemon just to challenge a Master Trainer with them. So there you go, save you some time right there. Controls would be the next biggest change because this game is reliant on motion controls. Motion controls are not good. They just aren't. I'm sorry. Handheld mode works better, which is ridiculous. But the accuracy of throwing the Pokeball via a Joy-Con is similar to Pokemon Go, and it's not the best. And Pokemon Go actually had a physical touchscreen you were touching, not just air. So yeah, the capture chances also feel random. Sometimes low-level Pokemon will just break free instantly for no discernible reason, and higher level Pokemon will be wasting a lot of Pokeballs. I mean, randomly, sometimes you might just capture them with one ball, like the time I one-balled Mewtwo back in Generation 1. That was awesome, but I mean, it's pretty crazy to see that happen, so good luck out there. But to add to this, you can buy a Pokeball accessory that contains Mew. More importantly, you can use the Pokeball accessory as a special Joy-Con controller, which is supposed to enhance your experience. Is $40 worth the money to play a Pokemon game with Pokeball controller? That's a hard sell for me, but maybe not for you. And finally, let's finish with the sounds. From the music to the sound effects, it's Gen 1, and it never sounded so good. Take a listen to the music itself. And now, a few sound effects. They all sound great and they invoke a great amount of nostalgia. Pokemon is a really great series, and Let's Go Pikachu will bring Kanto back once again. And finally, to the big screen itself. Outside a Super Game Boy or a Game Boy player, people are now able to play Pokemon together on the big screen with Pokemon Go mechanics. If you don't enjoy Pokemon Go, you probably won't enjoy this. But if you can enjoy this game, it's a nice nod back to the Generation 1 series, and you'll probably have a good time with this game, especially if you're able to play with your kids if you grew up with Gen 1 yourself. I have tried to avoid all spoilers of this game by using certain footage for those whom haven't had a chance to play this game or this generation yet. I understand, you may have grown up with Generation 5, Generation 4, or other generations that just really didn't deal with Kanto that much, so I tried to keep it spoiler free. Generation 1 is a special generation. It's basic, it removes abilities, it removes held items, it takes us back to a much simpler time, and by fusing Pokemon Go mechanics with it, it creates an entirely new game that can appeal to both casuals and fans alike. I'm not naive though. Hardcore fans might not like or enjoy this game, like at all, and that's okay, because they can wait for Gen 8. But until Generation 8 comes out, I'm going to become a Master Trainer by beating every single Pokemon Master Trainer myself. So I give Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee a solid B+. It's a great series for newcomers and old trainers alike, but it can turn off a lot of hardcore old fans. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up, like and share it, and click that subscribe button. I do video game reviews every now and again, and I try to relegate it to very, very large games that have come out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review itself. So I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Now I'm off to become the greatest Pokemon master ever.